you own a Ducati, are you checking your oil sight glass correctly? On the outside here, you can see we've got a low line and a high line for the sight glass. As you'll see, that high line below the top portion of our sight glass. So a lot of people have the tendency from the old school bikes or different bikes they may have ridden, you feel that sight glass all the way up to the top. If you'll notice on those two marks, we've highlighted them in red so they're easier to see, and we carried those lines right over to the inside, and you'll see that that sight glass is only about halfway with those marks, kind of an optical illusion. So as a reminder, you'll see here we've got our oil right in between both of those. You also have to let this motor drain for about 2 hours to appropriately check the oil. So once this thing starts up and it gets hot and it circulates all the motor all the way up into the heads here, you've got a couple of return pumps that actually return it back. So it takes a while for all that stuff to drain back into our sump and then give you the proper reading. So just as a heads up, make sure to double check your sight glass. If you need to, carry those marks over on the inside of that sight glass so it makes it a little bit easier when you're doing this stuff from the outside or in kind of low light conditions. So just double check to see that you are running the correct oil level. Otherwise, you're going to get a whole lot of oil up in your airbox because of the way that this motor breathes pretty heavy. Alright, so we got a little bit of temperature in this thing. And just to show you what it looks like as of right now, a little difficult to see, but that sight glass really isn't even registering for oil. So this process is super important to do. Let's make sure to give a little bit of time for that oil to drain down from the heads back down to the sump. Because if you try to check your oil now, you'll see that doesn't register, so you'll definitely overfill it, which is going to give you a whole lot of extra blow by into the air box. So again, just a quick tech tip.